you. Dedication, motivation, determination. Education or creation, adoration. Healing, touching, inspiring. Worthy for you. Welcome to the ManKave. Welcome to the ManKave. Welcome to the ManKave. It's for you. Welcome to the ManKave. Welcome to the ManKave. Welcome to the ManKave. It's for you.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? It's so good to see you guys. Joining us one more time.
Most definitely.
Y'all just caught me in the middle of my Nam Yo Horenge Kyo Ding. Once again, we're just happy that you guys are here. My name is Malachi Eason.
And my name is Richard Badger, and thank y'all for watching just this another week with us.
Yeah.
It has once again just been a ride, but we just gonna go straight into it. So what we want to talk about today is budgeting. We want to talk about just quick tips, its importance, why we need to budget, why it's going to affect you and basically a lot of areas of your life.
Okay, so let's get started. All right, so this is a issue that not only men have. I think that this is a lesson that I think everybody's going to have to deal with.
Right.
I haven't always been good with budgeting, and I'm still working on it, but you know, at the same time, I know some tricks to keep me on task.
Right.
The major thing is make sure that if you have a credit card, that you buy minimum things on it. So
so like gas, little snacks from the corner store. Don't be going over with it. Don't be buying no furniture. Don't be out here buying no cars. And just keep it real minimal.
So the reason why you want to buy things that are cheap is because you want to make sure that when that bill comes, you're automatically ready to pay it off.
Right.
You know, when I was in college, basically when anybody goes to college, it seems like people know you're in college, and so you end up getting all these cards, and it's like, oh, how much I got? 1,000 and what? 1,000. Dude, can I tell you, I was going crazy. Like, you know, but I've learned to pay those things off, you know. So my uncle told me the best thing for me to do, being young at that time, was just to buy a stick of gum, you know what I mean? And make sure you can pay that 25 cents off, because it's not about the amount of money that you spend.
Right.
It's about if you're paying your bill back on time.
And it's if you get that down pat, it's a good, easy way to get your credit score up. It's a good, easy way to have a good credit history and everything. So basically just budget for that. Budget for your credit, allocate for, you know, your monthly expenses, and know it. The half of the battle is actually knowing what you spend every month, so you know how much you can spend on other things, on yourself, whether that's gifts, whether you have extra spending money or not. Just know how much, you know, your expenses are
and
month to month.
I'll say another major part of budgeting is having more than one bank account. I say that you need to have a savings.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Have a savings because you have whatever percentage you want to take, whether it's 10% or 20% out of your check going directly to your savings, so you don't even think about it.
Right. Whether it's like $10, $20, $15, just keep going into your savings and don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
That's the hardest part
to do.
But don't touch it. Don't touch it.
But make sure you have a savings, and make sure that you always set aside some money for a rainy day. And so with that, you're able to pull from those incidentals that come that pop up.
Right.
But we want to make sure that we finish this conversation in a little while.
Right.
So you guys stay with us. We have a wonderful segment coming up for you guys. We hope that you enjoy it. Once again, always hit us up on Facebook and let us know what you think about these segments that we're doing.
And if you have any budgeting tips, quick tips, things, maybe you're a financial advisor or something, please tell us, comment online, and just let us know.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy this clip. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. I'm Anthony Alexander, the hair care specialist, and this time we'll be talking to you about face shapes as well as quick styling on the go. Our model, Richard, naturally has more of a square-shaped face. He's used his facial hair and cut it into smooth lines so that way it would soften out his jawline, giving him again that ovalesque shape. Now let's talk about some quick on-the-go styling tips. We're going to use a homemade concoction this time to give him a quick style for his everyday lifestyle. We're going to use this oil that is made up of 1 part olive oil, 2 parts coconut oil, 1 part lavender, as well as wild orchid oil. First though, we're going to wet the hair with water. What this is going to do is basically begin to give the curls that cluster, taking his hair from a fro to giving it a little bit more definition. Massage that in lightly. You don't want to use too much. Now, we're going to add the oil. I'm going to place the oil into a coloring container just so that way I have a little bit more control of the distribution. Using an applicator, I'm going to lightly dab the oils over the hair, like so. If you're just getting out of the shower, then it'll be perfect and you won't even have to use the water mister. Apply the oil right to your hands and work it in. Lightly massage it into your hands and then rub it in a circular motion with both hands. As you can see, curls are starting to form and the hair is starting to get more texture. This will give him a quick, everyday, on-the-go, defined style. And here is the finished result. We've activated his texture, and you can see that he's gone from a simple fro to having some nice curls and coils. That, along with his beard shape, is something great for his everyday life. See you guys next time.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So hopefully y'all enjoyed some of that tidbit of knowledge. What?
Nothing.
You better watch yourself.
Shut up.
Okay.
Go ahead, boy.
Anyway, hopefully y'all enjoyed some of that information that we have for y'all. Use it later in life. You know, just we trying to take you from here to here. So that's all we just trying to do. Another thing that we kind of want to just touch on, some of y'all walking around here not doing the best personally, and what we mean by that.
Please explain to me what you're talking about.
Some of y'all, and I'm talking to some of the men out here. I'm just trying to help.
You ain't talking to me though.
Might be.
No, never.
But y'all stink sometimes. Just hygiene. Just take care of yourself. You look dusty. And like you said, we just trying to help y'all out. Your girl smells like flowers and she smells wonderful and she looks put together. But you don't match for some reason. And you got her friends talking about, I don't know why you with him. Why is she with him?
Okay, so
His shoes leaning. His pants dirty. Why is she with him? Just take care of yourself.
here's some of the things that you need to make sure that you do. And you know what? This is a real conversation because ladies, y'all know sometimes we be kind of messed up. Come from the gym, go directly to the shower. Take a shower. Use deodorant and
there's things your mama taught you.
there's things.
So you know.
But you have to remind yourself, like, first impressions mean everything. You know what I mean? So when you go into a place, if you hug a person and you have like a little smell, a little underarm smell, that's something to think that they think about all the time. So if just meeting you and your breath is kind of hot, bro, like, I'm like, oh, you talking about the guy with the hot breath. Like, that's going to be something that's going to consistently follow you forever and ever and ever. So you want to make sure that you just dot all your I's and cross all your T's before you present yourself to anybody, not just your women, not just whoever you're with. You just do it because that's what creates, you know, that atmosphere of making you from here to here. Because you're creating a different dynamic as an individual because you're setting yourself aside from the typical person.
And be something proud. You know, that your lady could be like, oh yeah, just you look good, blah blah blah. Like just take care of yourself. You know, that's all I'm saying.
Because honestly, you know, it's something when you hear someone like, and give him a hug, you're like, damn, ooh, you smell good. And you're like, you know. and try to do whatever I can do.
I'm doing.
I'm trying to do what we can do. Right. So, brothers, we're just trying to tell you, this is all about lessons. We're not trying to come down on anybody. We don't know anybody anyways that's out there, so it's not offending nobody. But in reality, just try to do what you can do to make sure that you keep yourself above the rest, because you want to make sure that you're attracting the right people too.
Most definitely. And that will set you apart. You look clean, you smell clean, and I mean, you're going to attract very clean people.
I agree, because ain't nothing like a stinky lady.
Yep, most definitely.
Okay, so listen, we're going to go into this next clip, and by the time y'all come back, we'll be in the man cave giving y'all some advice.
Right.
So stay tuned, keep up with us, we'll see you soon. We're about to go get into some comfortable clothes because we got things to do. See ya. You ready?
Peace.
You done dancing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hello, and welcome to ManKave. My name is Jeffrey South of the Second, and we'll actually be discussing gossip. We as human beings unknowingly actually contribute to the passage and the transportation of gossip. It doesn't make it right, but at the end of the day, we're all human. It's important, when in the ear of gossip, to stop the flare of it, for fear of the consequential eruption of devastating emotions, ill will towards you, or even a diminish of a relationship. If you hear gossip at a social event, at a party, or if you're just having lunch with your friends, and it's about someone that you're honor bound to, it's not disrespectful to intervene. In fact, you should intervene and interject your opinion. It's important to state your relationship with that person and cleanly express the contrary of the conversation, that which you're listening to. You owe it to the person that you're honor bound. Again, I'm Jeffrey Southall II, and I'll see you next week.
Y'all, welcome back. Dropping popcorn. Hold up. Welcome back. Y'all, we're just going to jump straight into it because we got some good questions.
I think so.
Got some really good questions.
Thank you guys for actually sending in questions on Facebook and Twitter and Snapchat. Good stuff.
The popcorn good.
Okay, get to the question.
Okay. So, Chad Johnson asks, how do you feel about your girl being on your phone?
Oh.
Okay. So,
you go first.
No. Well, I mean, it's go. I'm trying to formulate how I think about it. It depends on the circumstances of why she going through your phone, to be honest. Like if y'all are not talking and you acting funny, then of course she gonna be like, oh, like I'm gonna need to go through his phone. I'm gonna need to be trying to look for something because something ain't adding up. If I'm asking you like what's wrong and you ain't telling her, then of course she gonna go through it. I don't think it's necessarily right, because I feel like if that communication line is not there, then that's something that needs to be worked on. But what you got to say?
Well, I feel your cell phone is a sacred place because you have all kinds of stuff in it. You have, regardless of depends on what type of person you are. You have professional emails, you have your personal emails, you have conversations that you may have with your mom, you may have conversations with your best friend that you don't really want people to see. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're hiding anything. It just means like that's your private space. Now, I do think that if you're married, then yeah, what's mine, it changes. You know what I mean? Like, what's mine is yours. I want some of that too. What's mine is yours. And so then yeah, you had to password all my stuff, but I still don't think that is necessary for you to just go through my phone. But I do feel like if you ask for my phone, I should be able to give it to you. You get what I'm saying? It shouldn't be something that's secretive, but I don't think that's something that people need to just go through people's phone. That's privacy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you're not just sneaking around and everything, but like I said, I feel like you shouldn't get to that point where you have to feel like, oh, I have to go through your phone to find out information for myself. That's why it's important for that communication line to be opened up and everything. So that's what I'm saying. Okay. But you don't think that?
I just feel like, you should have a better communication in your relationship without a phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't have to go to a phone before you get anything out of a person. A phone shouldn't be I hate you. A phone shouldn't be your source of information. I shouldn't wake up out of my sleep. I woke up out of my sleep before. Shouldn't wake up out of my sleep and you have my phone.
Right.
And you going like this.
Right.
What are you really looking for? When I feel like, look at you,
I'm dropping.
when you feel like, you know, we had that communication thing. I just think it's whack. So.
I mean, yeah, it definitely is whack, but I'm just saying, you need to have some sort of communication. There should be no reason why I feel like, hey, why is she going through my phone? Because I'm not telling her stuff, or maybe she's just crazy.
I think she's crazy.
She probably just crazy.
She's probably crazy. I think she's crazy.
That's it.
Yeah.
You gotta figure it out.
Yeah, she's probably crazy. If you're dating somebody, men who goes through your phone, run. Like, run for real. Like this is real life.
I'm saying
it's
talk
a state
about
of emergency.
Talk
a state
about
of emergency. Run.
Talk about it.
Run. Okay. Anyway, so thank you very much. It was Chad Johnson from where's he from? Los Angeles.
Yeah.
You don't know anything.
I'm not gonna go and be asking people where they're from.
I seen the bulletin. He's from Los Angeles. Okay. So our next question. I don't like you. Okay.
Mutual.
We have a question from Tara Sade Hollins in Boston, Massachusetts. Her question is, she actually sent a few questions, so honey, I'm going to just pick one. You asked her for a lot. How do you feel about being on, no, I'm not going to do that one. I'm going to do this one. Okay, how can you tell if your man's feelings have changed for you? That's a cool question.
All right, let's go.
Yeah. Okay, so it depends. All right, here's my thing. Whatever it took to get you, whatever were the special things that he did for you, whether it's opening doors, enjoying your smile, laughing, joking, all the things that you felt was special that you really cherished, if those things start to fade, you may want to question your partner, you know, why has this changed? You know, you used to do this, you don't do this no more. I don't think there's ever a time when a person is too busy to still make you happy. So when you feel like a whole bunch of things, now granted, in a relationship, as time goes on, things change. You know what I mean? Things start getting comfortable. You do get comfortable. But at the same time, you are trumping away.
I'm home.
I just feel like, you know, at the end of the day, you know when things are completely starting to fade away.
Right.
And then sometimes men, we have a habit of just not really being able to say things all the time.
Right.
And we prefer just to step back and make you say it.
Right.
So that we don't feel bad about breaking your heart. And and I've been in that situation before when I just stopped. I shut down. And I'm just like, yo,
Right.
I don't want to be with her no more, so I'm just going to be a jack.
Right.
You know?
I think it is generally just a mode of shutting down and closing yourself off and everything. But I don't think it's the same for everybody. Mm-hmm. But I think that if you're in that relationship and you know said person, there should be a pretty distinct change. Yeah. That something will feel off to you. Mm-hmm. And you'll be like what's going on? Like, why are you acting this way? Like, whether it's internal or external, something happened to kind of make it happen that way. And I mean, it's not always, you know, that they're losing interest. It's not always that, you know, they
we need to feed you.
I don't know if it's the right idea. No, but yeah, I mean, it really just depends, mm-hmm. and that's where communication kind of comes in.
Yeah.
And you just really need to talk about it. But you
know what? We usually don't agree, but I do agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you in the manner that, you know, at the end of the day, something organically will happen, and you'll know that something's changing. You know what I'm saying? And when something starts to change, it's on you, Tara. For real, because she asked a question. It's on you, Tara, to, you know, sit back and say, hey, babe, you know, am I doing what it takes to keep you? You know what I mean? Is there anything I can work on, or, you know, has something changed? And you have to tell him, be honest, you know, and give him that opportunity to be comfortable enough to tell you how he feels if something has changed.
Right.
And if it hasn't, you know, then maybe you're just overanalyzing things, because sometimes I think people have a habit of overanalyzing things, and sometimes when we're comfortable, you know what I mean, we don't think anything about it. We have you, so we don't need to go look for nobody else. So it just depends on where his head is, and it depends on what his
Wow.
You got me?
Yeah, I agree.
Wow.
This is kind of rare.
This is the first time we agreed. I don't like it.
To Shannon the cannon. But God bless.
So
God bless. This popcorn is a mess right now.
Thank you. Thank you for your questions. And once again, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Periscope. And that way we can take all your questions and we can do all that jazz and all that jazz and all that jazz.
All that jazz and all that jazz.
Okay, sorry. And enjoy this next performer. We have E-Rock for you. He's one of the baddest, coldest singers out here in Omaha, Nebraska. For those of you who may be watching on YouTube, look out for this dude. His name is E-Rock. He is sick. Enjoy it, and thank you guys so much, and we love y'all. So we're going to keep on bringing y'all from
here to here. Peace.
Y'all, peace out.
The perfect picture. Bring to life the beauty in one's mind. But the beautiful ones always smash the picture. Always. Always. Every time. That I'm in love with you, baby, could we get married? Would that be cool? Ooh, you make me so confused. The beautiful ones you always see. So because Prince would have just let it go on for 9 or 10 minutes. So can I just do one more?